The 42nd ASEAN Summit was held in East Nusa Tenggara Province, Indonesia, concluding on May 11th. The summit aimed to enhance regional payment connectivity and facilitate local currency transactions, resulting in a declaration that promotes financial resilience, deepens regional financial integration, and enhances regional value chains. ASEAN member countries recognize the potential benefits of using local currencies and announced their commitment to utilizing emerging opportunities to promote seamless and secure cross-border payments within the region. The member states also support the establishment of a dedicated working group to study the use of local currencies in trade. Prior to the summit, the Indonesian Employers Association anticipated that Indonesia would take advantage of its chairmanship of ASEAN in 2023 to promote the region's de-dollarization. Ajib Hamdani, the chairman of APINDO's Economic Policy Analysis Committee, stated in an official statement that de-dollarization has become a global phenomenon and an economic direction. Since the beginning of this year, many countries and regions have announced or declared policies aimed at reducing their dependence on the US dollar, and the de-dollarization process has continued to accelerate. An increasing number of developing countries are reaching a consensus that de-dollarization will be an opportunity for all countries to jointly promote the establishment of a more equitable, efficient, and secure international monetary system. De-dollarization has become a hot topic in Southeast Asia, where Indonesia, for instance, is making efforts to reduce its dependence on the US dollar and promote local currency transactions. Indonesia has already achieved local currency settlements with China, Japan, Malaysia, and Thailand, and is also planning to cooperate with the South Korean Central Bank to achieve local currency transactions in May, while also increasing the number of countries using local currency settlements in Southeast Asia. The dominance of the US dollar in global trade has been challenged in recent years. The US is facing multiple challenges, including persistent high inflation, declining market capitalization in the tech industry, and the Silicon Valley Bank crisis. The possibility of the U.S. economy transitioning from a technical recession to a substantive recession is increasing due to the impact of the Federal Reserve's continued interest rate hikes and balance sheet reduction. Once the U.S. economy performs poorly, countries that depend on the U.S. dollar will be the first to be affected. Countries worldwide have begun to discuss reducing their reserves of the U.S. dollar to the minimum to reduce the risks of U.S. dollar hegemony. Currently, central banks worldwide are gradually reducing their reserves of the U.S. dollar, with global divestment of U.S. bonds exceeding $450 billion in 2022, according to data from the International Monetary Fund. As of the fourth quarter of 2022, the U.S. dollar's share of global foreign exchange reserves had fallen to 58.4%, the lowest level since 1995. Gold and other currencies have gradually replaced the U.S. dollar's position in official reserves in many countries, with global central bank purchases of gold reaching a historic high in 2022, increasing by 152%. In addition, some emerging economies have also begun to consider diversifying their foreign exchange reserves to cope with the financial risks that a single foreign exchange reserve may bring. A country's financial independence is an important factor in its sovereignty. By reducing its dependence on the US dollar, a country can enhance its financial independence and sustainability. Middle Eastern countries have also joined the ranks of de-dollarization, especially oil-producing countries such as Saudi Arabia and Iraq, which have started to settle in Chinese yuan, further accelerating this trend. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for the more. See you tomorrow.